In 2015, Apple launched the Apple Watch, and I've never understood why they didn't call it the iWatch. But that's a whole other story. Today I want to talk about something much more groundbreaking, and much more disastrous. The original smartwatch. More than 100 million people are estimated to have an Apple Watch, and that doesn't even include the numerous other brands of smartwatches. With so much money to be made in wearable technology, there has always been a theoretical market for it. In fact, one of the world's largest watch brands tried to create a smartwatch 4 decades ago. That brand was Seiko.
More reliable than my husband. My husband's not around anymore, but my Seiko is.
Seiko, at your authorized Seiko dealer.
In 1969, they introduced the first quartz watch. In 1972, they introduced the first digital watch. And in the 1980s, they tried to introduce the smartwatch. But there was a problem. The technology just wasn't there yet, so the products they actually created were pretty useless. One of them was the Seiko TV Watch, which, as you can probably guess, was a portable television. Or at least it was meant to be. And as you can see in this ad, it's iconic. I don't know who this man is, but he's perfect. The watch was famously featured in the James Bond film Octopussy.
From Seiko comes the world's first ever TV watch. And in the movie Octopussy, James Bond is never without it. A technological breakthrough in the classic 007 tradition. With a clear liquid crystal display screen. For the man who does everything with style. Seiko Quartz, the future never looked so good.
And just like all of James Bond's gadgets, it was totally unrealistic. First of all, the picture quality was terrible. It's like trying to watch one of my old videos. But the main downside is how clunky it is. Because television in those days was broadcast in analog signals, the TV watch could only be used when connected to its receiver, a much larger accompanying device you plug into it. But as an added bonus, the watch could also receive radio. Despite this, Guinness World Records named it the world's smallest television, and the initial launch was relatively successful. In Japan, it was an exciting new fad, and many business executives bought one to show off. So in 1984, it was launched in North America, with a starting price of $495. That was a lot of money in those days. Too much money. And basically nobody bought one. Development of the watch cost Seiko around $400,000 US and made use of brand new technology. But impressive as the underlying technology was, it was a bad product, and that's why it failed. But I will say the Seiko TV Watch was exemplary of its era, and Seiko would soon release a real smartwatch, an actual computer marketed as a wrist information system. So while we could see it as a failure, I prefer to see the TV watch as a trendsetter. Although to be fair, it was terrible. Okay, well that's the end of this video. If you want more content like this, be sure to subscribe. I have a long list of videos I plan on creating next, from failed technology, failed video games, all kinds of things. And if you want more in the meantime, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'll leave a link in the description.